The 5 political and geopolitical news of December 17, 2022. Hyundai Motor and Kia suppliers in Alabama have been found to employ child labor. Federal Reserve policymakers may need to raise U.S. borrowing costs to help ease high inflation. Russia fired more than 70 missiles at Ukraine, causing widespread power outages. Japan has announced a $320 billion plan to boost its military capabilities, and the U.S. State Department has launched the Office of China Coordination. At least 4 major suppliers of Hyundai Motor and Kia in Alabama have employed child labor in recent years, according to an investigation by Reuters. State and federal agencies are also investigating whether children have worked at as many as 6 additional manufacturers throughout the automaker's supply chain in the southern U.S. state. A 14-year-old Guatemalan girl worked assembling auto body components at a plant owned by Wash in America, a supplier to the 2 car brands, in May. Former production engineer at a plant owned by Agin Industrial in Cusseta, Alabama, said he worked with at least 10 minors, and 6 other ex-employees of the company said they also worked alongside underage laborers. Federal Reserve policymakers may need to lift U.S. borrowing costs above the peak 5.1% they penciled in just this week, and keep them there perhaps into 2024 to squeeze high inflation out of the economy. The hawkish messages, delivered in separate appearances by New York Fed President John Williams, San Francisco Fed President Mary Daly, and Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester, underscore the U.S. Central Bank's determination to do what it takes to ease price pressures that erode wages and strain household budgets, despite what analysts say could be 1 million or more jobs lost in the process. Russia fired over 70 missiles at Ukraine on Friday, knocking out power in the second-largest city and forcing Kyiv to implement emergency blackouts nationwide. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia still had enough missiles for several more massive strikes, and he again urged Western allies to supply Kyiv with more and better air defense systems. Kyiv warned on Thursday that Moscow planned a new all-out offensive early next year, around a year after its invasion of Ukraine. Japan has unveiled a $320 billion plan to boost its military capabilities, which is its biggest military buildup since World War II. The 5-year plan will see Japan become the world's 3rd largest military spender, after the US and China, based on current budgets. The expansion will enable Japan to buy missiles that are capable of striking China, and will prepare the country for sustained conflict. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said the buildup was my answer to the various security challenges that we face. The plan will also involve the stockpiling of spare parts and other munitions, the expansion of transport capacity, and the development of cyber warfare capabilities. The U.S. State Department has launched the China House Unit, a department-wide, integrated team that will coordinate and implement U.S. policy towards China across various issues and regions. The unit, which is officially known as the Office of China Coordination, will bring together China experts from various departments to coordinate with regional bureaus and experts in international security, economics, technology, multilateral diplomacy, and strategic communications. The move comes as the U.S. seeks to compete with China and has laid out a strategy focusing on investing in U.S. competitiveness and aligning with allies and partners. Don't forget to share and subscribe.